Chucky's Analyzer winning Mahar. Got a winner, Tom Mason. Jolly Good Time, Steve Mahar. Savon White. Call Me Devil. Bruce McDonald. Flint Gorman. Paul Brown. Hawk, Kamak, Speedy, and Wally Hennessy. Here they come. They're off at a discount. A winner going quickly to the top, and Jolly Good Times on the outside. Racing on second. Save on Gas has a third. Lays swinging to the turn. And got a winner, the leader with Jolly Good Time. Up and at him and takes command on the outside, and he's the leader as they go by the eighth. Jolly Good Time out now by a length and a quarter. Then got a winner is second. Save on Gas is third. Chucky's Analyzer fourth. Then it is a fresh last. Then Flint Gorman, Whiskey Man, Call Me Devil, Hockamock, Speedy, far back out of contention off stride by the quarter 32. They swing into the top turn, Jolly Good Time of Life. Got a winner, lays second. Save on Gas is third. 3 lengths back to Chucky's Analyzer, racing fourth. Fresh last, skip, but back pacing quickly is the fifth. Then Flint Gorman, Whiskey Man, Call Me Devil. They spring through the stretch, now they come racing on to the half. Pacing out of top, Jolly Good Time. Got a winner is racing is second. Save on Gas is third. Back 5 lengths to Fresh Last coming on to fourth. Then Chucky's Analyzer, Flint Gorman, Whiskey Man, Call Me Devil, half 106. They're into the turn on to the 5/8. Jolly Good Time cuts it out. Got a winner racing is second. Save and Gas is third. Fresh Last closing the gap is fourth. Then Flint Gorman now fifth. Call Me Devil, Chucky's Analyzer, and Whiskey Man rough on the outside. We go on to the 3/4. Jolly Good Time still shows on top. Got a winner laying second. Save on Gas third. Fresh Last is fourth. Call Me Devil moving fifth. Then Flint Gorman, Whiskey Man, Chucky's Analyzer, 37 and 4 by the 3/4 into the top turn. Jolly Good Time. A length and a quarter. Got a winner is second. Save on Gas is third. And they come racing by the 7/8 now. It is Jolly Good Time. Then got a winner and Save on Gas as they come swinging home. Jolly Good Time got a winner. Then Save on Gas. Jolly Good Time got a winner coming on. They're neck and neck as they come to the wire. Got a winner. Here they are. The time for the mile, 2:10 and 3. Rating now the winner of the first race, number 4, got a winner. Brown Pacing Horse 5 by Tarport Irvin from Rose K. On but Gerald Huckins and Terry Grant of St. John, trained by Tom Mason. Tom Mason driving. The horse gets his 11th winning trip this season this afternoon, 2:10 and 3. Now the result of the first race now official. Fresh Last was 4th. Whiskey Man 6th. Chucky's Analyzer was 8th. Got a winner, your race winner. Jolly Good Time was 2nd. Save on Gas 3rd. Call Me Devil 5th. Flint Gorman 7th. Hockamock Speedy was 9th. Race times quarter 32. Half 106. 3/4 137 and 4. 5, 2:10 and 3. Second race, approaching the top of the stretch. A field of 9. Cherry Twist with Rodko again. Loon Bait, Dusty, Marcel Barrio. Yes, gotta go with Jody Hennessy, Wicked Sip, Bertie Charlton. Dandelion with Tommy Mason. Ragtime Skipper, Steve Mahar. Matt Jet, Terry Bedard. Joe Mack with Randy Phillips, trailing Little Puffet with John Davidson. Here they come. They're off and from the outside, Dandelion. Wings full and he takes the lead, and Cherry Twist is racing second. Little Puffet up on the inside, moves to third. Yes, gotta go is racing fourth. Then it's Loon Bait, Dusty, Wicked Sip, Ragtime Skipper, Matt Jet, Jill Mack trails. They're on to the quarter now. Dandelion is out for 2.5. Cherry Twist racing second. Little Puffet is third. Then a gap of 5 lengths back. The gap's gotta go. Loon Bait, Dusty is fifth. Wicked Sip, Ragtime Skipper, Matt Jet, Jill Mack, that quarter 30 seconds. Racing into the top turn, Dandelion on top, a length and a quarter. Cherry Twist is racing second. Little Buffet has third. Then Gaff's got to go. Loon Fate, Dusty, Wicked Tip, Ragtime, Skipper, Matt Jet, Jill Mack. They're swinging off the top turn now. Racing on through the stretch, driving to the half. Dandelion the leader. Cherry Twist lays a second. Little Buffet is racing the third. Lettuce Gaff's got to go. Loon Fate, Dusty, Ragtime, Skipper comes up on the outside. Then Wicked Tip, Matt Jet, and Jill Mack the half. 103 and 2. Head of the turn there, racing now to the 5/8. It's Dandelion showing the way. Cherry Twist is racing second. Little Buffet is third. Gaff's got to go, closing the gap fourth. Loonbird Dusty moving up on the inside. Ragtime Skipper's on the outside. Then it's Wicked Tip, Matt Jet, Jill Mack trails as they go to the three-quarters. It is still Dandelion, but by a length but out from second goes Cherry Twist to challenge. Dandelion holding his lead as they go racing by the three-quarters, 35 and 3. Head of the top turn, Dandelion. Cherry Twist at his wheel, driving a second. Up from the outside, Little Buffet third. Gaff's got to go, comes up on the inside. Is now third. Little Buffet is fourth. Ragtime Skipper. Then Matt's Jet, and they're swinging home. It is Dandelion and Cherry Twist, and on the outside, Little Buffet and Ragtime Skipper. Dandelion, Cherry Twist coming to him. Gas got to go on the inside. Here they are. He had a photo time for the mile. 2:08 and 4. Now the result of the second race. Now official. Cherry Twist, your race winner. Loon Fate, Dusty 9. Gaff's got to go finish sixth, place sixth for a lap down break at the finish. Wicked Tip was seventh. Dandelion third. Ragtime Skipper fourth. Race time quarter 32nd, half 103 and 2. Three quarters 135 and 3, mile 208 and 4. Now the second race approaching the top of the stretch, a field of 9. Cherry Twist and Drodko again. Loon Fate, Dusty, Marcel Barrio. Vision of Sin with Wally Hennessy. Steady Butte with Steve Mahar. Cable Vision and Brian Moore. The Last Tycoon with Mark Collett. Stately Seals to Boyd Tremere. Outside, Dandelion, Herm Riddell. The trailing horse Gaff's got to go with Jody Hennessy. Here they come. They're off at Cherry Twist and Vision of Sin racing for the lead. Cherry Twist moves up on the inside. Then on the outside, Vision of Sin is racing second. Settled for cover behind the leader. Then Cable Vision outside racing on to third. Dandelion goes to fourth. Loon Fate Dusty racing fifth. Then Stately Sister. Gaff's got to go. The Last Tycoon, Steady Butte trails. On to the quarter. Cherry Twist the leader, a length to the quarter. Vision of Sin racing a second on the outside, but Dandelion now driving third. Cable Vision is at fourth. Gaff's got to go as fifth, quarter 32 and 4. Out of the top turn, Cherry Twist and Dandelion at her wheel racing a second. Vision of Sin lays third. Cable Vision's outside racing on the fourth. Loon Fate Dusty fifth on the rail. Gaff's got to go as on the outside racing a sixth, and they come through the stretch down. They are racing to the half. Cherry Twist the leader. On the outside, Dandelion hanging second. Vision of Sin is third. Cable Vision fourth. Loon Fate Dusty. Gaff's got to go. Stately Sealster. The Last Tycoon. And the trailer Steady Butte. They're by that half in 107 and 2. They spring into the turn now. Racing for the 5/8. Cherry Twist and Dandelion. Vision of Sin is a third. Cable Vision Park is fourth. Loon Fate Dusty fifth. Gaff's got to go has been parked. Then on the rail, Stately Sealster. On the outside, the Last Tycoon and trailing Steady Butte. The two leaders battling neck and neck for the lead. Cherry Twist holding it. Dandelion challenging a second. Vision of Sin on the rail is the third. Cable Vision hanging a fourth. The three quarters 140 and 4. They swing into the top turn. The leader is Cherry Twist, now up by 2. Vision of Sin comes to second. Dandelion fading, drops to a third. Loon Fate Dusty's coming up on the inside. Now gets to third, and they come swinging for home. The leader is Cherry Twist and Vision of Sin driving a second. Loon Bait Dusty on the inside. Stately Sealster. Going to be Cherry Twist and Vision of Sin. And here they are to the wire. Cherry Twist, Vision of Sin, then Stately Sealster, Loon Bait Dusty. And the time for the mile, 2:13 and 1. At the wire now, the winner of the second race, number 1, Cherry Twist, Bay Pacing Mare 4 by Rupert Park from Cherry Brandy. Home for Boy Hughes, Paul Brown, and Ron Chamberlain of St. John. Trained and driven by Rod Gauguin. That's the 7th winning trip this year for the mare. Pacing tonight, 2:13 and 1. Now the result of the second race, now official Cherry Twist, your race winner. Loon Bait Dusty was 4th. Vision of Sin, 2nd. Steady Butte was 6th. Cable Vision, 5th. The Last Tycoon was 8th. Stately Sealster, 3rd. Dandelion, 7th. Gaff's Gotta Go was 9th. Race times quarter, 32 and 4. And a half, 107 and 2. And 3/4, 140 and 4. And the mile and 2:13 and 1. Approaching the top of the stretch, you field at 7. Tavern Stand with Wally Hennessy, Save on Gas with Jody Hennessy, Dandelion with Steve Mason, Pee Wee Patty, Elmore White, Cherry Twist, Rod Gauguin, Bonnie Drop, Clark Smith, Just Fine with Steve Mahar, and here they come. Clear of Dandelion going to the top, Cherry Twist on the outside, racing 3 wide, and up on the inside. Going to the top for the Save on Gas is 3 wide. Dandelion, now the leader on the outside. Save on Gas is 2nd. Cherry Twist has 3rd. Tavern Stand is 4th. Pee Wee Patty racing 5th. Just Fine going up on the outside, and Bonnie Tross is the trailer as they race on to the quarter. Up front with the lead. It is Dandelion, a length and a half. Then racing 2nd, Save on Gas. Cherry Twist, Tavern Stand out and moving. Goes to 3rd, and right behind him it is Just Fine. The opening quarter in 34 and 1. They swing around the top turn. Dandelion cuts it up. Then up on the inside, it is Save on Gas with Tavern Stand hanging 3rd. Cherry Twist is 4th. Just Fine is parked racing on the 5th. Then it is a Pee Wee Patty as they come through the stretch now and race on to the half, and the leader is Dandelion. Then Save on Gas and Tavern Stand. Just Fine. On the inside, Cherry Twist, then Bonnie Trough, and Pee Wee Patty as they go racing up by the half. By the half and 9 and 2, they're rid of the turn racing for the 5/8. The leader is Dandelion. Then Save on Gas is racing 2nd. Tavern Stand Park hangs at 3rd. Cherry Twist is 4th. Just Fine racing 5th. Cheeseman Park. That is Pee Wee Patty, Bonnie Trough trailing, and they race now to the 3/4. And it is Dandelion. Tavern Stand Just Fine out 3 wide going on. Gets to 2nd now. And it is still Dandelion with Just Fine. Challenging 2nd. They're neck and neck and by the 3/4. It's 44 and 1. They're rid of the top turn. Just Fine goes to the top. Dandelion is racing a 2nd. Save on Gas now. Bonnie Drop. 3 wide. A strong 3rd coming on. Save on Gas is 4th. Cherry Twist, Pee Wee Patty, and Tavern Stand. They're panning up 3 wide as they head for home. Just Fine is the leader between horses. Up on the outside, here comes a Bonnie Trot. It is Just Fine, and Bonnie Trot coming to her. Just Fine is holding. Bonnie Trot, here they are, to the wire. Just Fine, right for 2nd between Save on Gas and Bonnie Trot. Time for the mile, 2:17. Operating back with his 4th winner this afternoon, Steve Mahar, this time with number 7, Just Fine. Bay Pacing Mare 6 by Melvin Fall from Just Pam. On for the Olive Spring Farms of Fredericton, trained and driven by Steve Mahar. For the mare, that's her 6th footing trip this season, this afternoon in 2:17. Now the result of the 7th race now official. Tavern Stand was 7th. Save on Gas was 3rd. Dandelion the 5th. Pee Wee Patty 6th. Cherry Twist was 4th. Bonnie Trot 2nd, and Just Fine your race winner. Times quarter 34 and 1. half 109 and 2. 3/4 144 and 1, and the mile at 217. Vision of Sin, Ross McDonald, Mackmore Commander, Mike Doyle, Casey Jan, Joe Barrio, LeBouvier, Steve Mason, Opland Power, Wayne Mahar, Bonnie Tross, Park Smith, Nick Rothkamp, Sam Hodgkin. Here they come. Clear off three of them, neck and neck, getting out of there on the rail. It is Cherry Twist. Little Ernestine between them is racing a second, and Vision of Sin is wide, racing a third. Mackmore Commander up on the inside, racing fourth. LeBouvier. Away good, moving fifth, going on to fourth, and they're up the back stretch, on to the quarter, and it is Vision of Sin going to the top. Cherry Twist is racing second. LeBouvier racing up third, going on. Little Ernestine is the fourth. Mackmore Commander has fifth, as they go racing on by the quarter with LeBouvier challenging for the top. They're by the quarter, 31 up 1 into the top turn. LeBouvier now goes to the top. Vision of Sin is racing second. Cherry Twist has the third. Then Little Ernestine is the fourth. Opland Power, Mackmore Commander, Nick Rob Champ, Casey Jam, Bonnie Tross. They come through the stretch. On to the half now. It is LeBouvier cutting it out, leads by a length and a half, and here comes Little Ernestine driving up second. She's challenging for the top. Vision of Sin has up third. Cherry Twist fourth. Then Opland Power, Casey Jam, Mackmore Commander, Nick Rob Champ, Bonnie Tross. They were by the half and 4. Around the turn, they go to the 5/8. LeBouvier, the leader, and Little Ernestine challenging on the outside second. Cherry Twist has moved off the rail, racing up on the outside, goes to third. Vision of Sin is at fourth. Opland Power goes out 3-5, racing on fifth. Outside of him, KC Jan. Then Mackmore Commander, Bonnie Tross, Nick, Rod Champ, and they are bunched as they go by the 3/4. 136 and 2. They're rid of the top turn. LeBouvier, the leader from the inside. Little Ernestine is the second. Casey Jen, 4 wide, comes to third. Vision of Sin is on the rail, racing fourth. Bonnie Tross swings wide, comes on strong. Mackmore Commander's on the rail, looking for room. None there. Nick Rob Champ and Opland Power with broken hobbles. They come home. It is LeBouvier, Casey Jen, Bonnie Tross on the outside. Here they are. To the wire. LeBouvier. That looks like maybe Bonnie Tross, Casey Jam, and Vision of Sin, they were tight. Opland Power with broken gear. Bottom 2, 8, and 3. And correcting now, the winner of the second race, number 6, LeBouvier. She's a bay tasting mare, 6 years by Smooth Fella from Dorchester, owned by Milton Downey of St. John, trained and driven by Steve Mason. The mare steps to a new record of 2, 8, and 3. Her old record is 2, 11, and 3. Flurry short of the second race. Now official. Cherry Twist the 6th. Little Ernestine 7th. Vision of Sin 5th. Mackmore Commander was 8th. KC Gem 3rd. LeBouvier, your race winner. Opland Power 9th. Bonnie Tross 2nd. Nick Rob Champ was 4th. And we're all set now for our 7th race. We have a field of 9. Approaching the top of the stretch. Highland Hazel with Ronnie Gass, Nippy Nandy Wilson Gilmore, Squire Garman with Brian McLean, Defensive Dylan with Doug Falcons, Cherry Twist with Rod Gogan, America's Favorite with Tony Haig, Diana's Choice with Wally Hennessy, Half Sharp with Gary Vincent, The Trader is Sharon Power with Mike Doyle. Here they come. They're off. Cherry Twist to the top, then up on the inside, Highland Hazel, America's Favorite racing 3rd. Nippy Namby up on the inside, now Diana's Choice is 4th. Nippy Namby is the 5th in the rail. Then it's Defensive Dylan, Sharon Power. Then Squire Garman and Half Sharp trailing on the outside, and they go up the backstretch racing on to the quarter. Cherry Twist pacing out on top, leads a length of the quarter. Highland Hazel up the challenge now, going up on the outside and takes the lead. Highland Hazel is the leader as they go racing on by the quarter, and Cherry Twist is racing a second. They were by the opening quarter, 32 and 3. Around the top turn, Highland Hazel now the 2. Cherry Twist is second, America's Favorite 3rd. Sharon Power drives a 4th. Diana's Choice 5th on the trail. Outside of her, Defensive Dylan. Then Nippy Namby, Squire Garman, and Half Sharp trailing. They come racing to the half, and Highland Hazel shows the way. Cherry Twist is racing second. Sharon Power comes to third. Then America's Favorite fourth. Defensive Dillon outside with cover is fifth. Then it's Diana's Choice, Nippy Namby, Squire Garmin. Half Sharp, the half is in 5 and 1 and around the turn they go. Driving to the 5-8, Highland Hazel. Up on the outside. Getting to second now it is Sharon Power. On the rail, Cherry Twist is third. Defensive Dillon outside but covered fourth. America's Favorite is fifth. Diana's Choice racing sixth. Then it is Nippy Namby, Squire Garmin, and Half Sharp as they go racing out by the three-quarters, and Cherry Twist gets through on the inside and facing to the top. 138 and 3, and they're 3 wide into the top turn. Cherry Twist and Sharon Power. Highland Hazel now third. On the outside, Defensive Dillon driving fourth. Diana's Choice, America's Favorite. They get the head of the lane. It is Cherry Twist, Sharon Power. Defensive Dillon driving up strong, coming on. It is Cherry Twist, Defensive Dillon, Sharon Power. At the line, it is Cherry Twist, Defensive Dillon, Sharon Power, and Diana's Choice. And the time for that mile to 11 and 4. At the wire now, the unofficial footer of the 7th. It's number 5, Cherry Twist. Bay pacing mare 6, beat by Rupert Clark out of Cherry Brandy. Number 4, Hughes, Paul Brown, and Ron Chamberlain of St. John, trained and driven by Rod Gogan. Cherry Twist gets her first winning trip this season. Tonight to 11 and 4. Now the result of the 7th race. Highland Hazel was 6th. Nippy Namby 5th. Squire Garmin was 8th. Defensive Dillon was 2nd. Cherry Twist, your race winner. America's Favorite 7th. Diana's Choice was 4th. Half Sharp was 9th. And Sharon Power was 3rd. They were at the quarter 32 and 3/5. The half 105 and 1. 3/4 138 and 3. The mile to 11 and 4. And we're all set now for the 9th race. 9 starters. Brother Links with Gary Vincent, Reb Dudley, Charlie Frost, Buckshot Baron with Freddie Charlton, Gaytime Judge with Ivan Davies, Dash's Doll, and Colleen Clancy. Oliver Homer with Ronnie Cass, Tobic Lou with Jill Barrio, Buddy Fort with Tom Mason, and Bendigo Skipper with Wally Hennessy. A field of 9, and here they come. There, off Gaytime Judge wings forward. He has the early lead. Tobic Lou up on the outside, racing on the second. Brother Links has third. Reb Dudley. On the outside is fourth. Bendigo Skipper on the rail is fifth. And it's Buckshot to Baron. Swinging around the turn. The two ladies neck and neck as they spring up the backstretch and go racing to the quarter. It's Gaytime Judge. Tobic Lou on the outside second. Brother Links racing at third. Reb Dudley going up on the outside now to third. And Tobic Lou takes cover behind the leader. And Reb Dudley goes on. He's now second. Gaytime Judge the leader as they race out by the quarter. In 31 and 2. Into the top turn, Gaytime Judge, Reb Dudley looks for a hole. Tobic Lou keeps it filled. Then Brother Links is racing fourth. Coming up on the outside, Oliver Homer is now fifth. Bendigo Skipper, Dash's Doll, Buckshot Baron, and the trailer Funny Ford is out and moving. They come racing to the half, neck and neck for the lead. Reb Dudley on the outside. Gaytime Judge is on the inside. Oliver Homer comes to third. Then Tobic Lou is fourth. Brother Links is fifth, and they were by the half of 103 and 4, and around the turn they go. Racing to the 5/8, Gaytime Judge on the inside. Reb Dudley on the outside. Oliver Homer is third. Tobic Lou is fourth. Brother Links. Bendigo Skippers. Then it is Dash's Doll, Buckshot to Baron, a Funny Ford. On to the 3/4. Going to the top again on the outside, Reb Dudley. Gaytime Judge staying with him, racing second. Oliver Homer's with the leaders. He is racing a third. They were by the 3/4, 136 and 1. Around the top turn, Reb Dudley by ahead. Then Gaytime Judge in the rail second. Oliver Homer racing third. Bendigo Skipper now fourth. Then Tobic Lou, Dash's Doll, they swing for home. Reb Dudley and Gaytime Judge and Oliver Homer coming on. It is Reb Dudley. Oliver Homer coming up on the outside. Gate time judge, but it's going to be Reb Dudley up the line. Reb Dudley, Oliver Homer. Gate time judge is third, and Dasher's Dog is up for fourth. And the time for the mile, 2:09 and 2. And parading now, the unofficial winner of our ninth race. It's number 2, Reb Dudley. A bay pacing horse. He's 9 by Rebel, leader from Dudley, Kip last. Owned and trained for Brian Murphy of St. John with Charlie Frost driving. The horse gets his 5th winning trip this season, his fastest tonight, 2:09 and 2. Now the result of the ninth race, Brother Links for 7th. Reb Dudley, your race winner. Buckshot Farron 6th. Gate time judge was 3rd. Dasher's Dog was 4th. Oliver Homer 2nd. Tubic Lou was 8th. It's Saturday, March 29th to 26th. Day of racing at EPR, and our first race is approaching the top of the stretch. We have a field of 9. Reb Dudley with Charlie Frost, Squire Common, Brian McLean. Gate time judge with Ivan Davies. America's Favorite with Tony Haig, Funny Fort and Brian Moore. Isaac Character, Gary Vincent. Diana's Choice with Wally Hennessy. Highland Hazel with Ronnie Cass, and Defensive Dylan with Doug Falcons, and here they come. Defensive Dylan is down, swinging into the turn, pacing to the top. America's Favorite. Gate time judge moves up on the inside. And his Gate time judge now pacing to the top. Funny Fort works up on the outside, racing on the second. That America's Favorite is third as they race on by the 8th pole. Up the backstretch now, racing on to the quarter. Gate time judge the leader. Funny Fort takes cover behind him, racing second, and Highland Hazel. Up on the outside, racing on to second now. Left on the leader, bidding for the top as they go neck and neck. And by the opening quarter, with the Gate time judge the leader by that marker, 32. Highland Hazel racing a second. Funny Fort has a third. Up on the outside and showing a fourth, but is Reb Dudley. America's Favorite is 5th. Diana's Choice, Squire Garmin. Isaac Character now trailing as they come racing to the half. Pacing on top of this Gate time judge, Highland Hazel racing a second. Then Funny Fort is third. Reb Dudley on the outside drives a fourth. Then it is America's Favorite, Squire Garmin, Diana's Choice, and Isaac Character. And we're by the half and 4 and 4. Racing around the turn, pacing on top, it is Gate time judge, then Highland Hazel hangs second. Up on the outside, driving on to third, goes Reb Dudley racing on. Reb Dudley is now second. He goes winging for the lead. Gate time judge, Reb Dudley. They are neck and neck now as they go to the 3/4. Reb Dudley gets a nose in the front. Gate time judge racing a second. Squire Garmin hangs third. Highland Hazel 4th. Then Diana's Choice. And they were by the 3/4 in 1:38 and 4 around the top turn. Neck and neck for the lead. Gate time judge comes on again on the inside. Reb Dudley driving hard second. Squire Garmin his third. Diana's Choice 4th. Highland Hazel, Isaac Character. The two leaders neck and neck as they come to the wire. Gate time judge on the inside. Reb Dudley on the outside. Gate time judge, and here they are at the wire. It is Gate time judge, Reb Dudley, then Squire Garmin, and Diana's Choice. And the time for the mile, 2:12 and 1. At the wire now, the unofficial winner of the first race, number 3, Gate time judge. Chestnut pacing, gelding 7 years. Sired by Scap Direct out of Gate time Ginger. Owned, trained, and driven by Ivan Davies of Woodstock. The horse getting his 5th winning trip this season this afternoon to 12 and 1. And the result of the first race now official. Reb Dudley was second. Squire Carmen third. Gate time judge, your more Pure Smoke, Charlie Ross, Tower Hill Phil, Randy Phillips, Profit Taking Stan Nelson, Lonesome Bound Jody Hennessy, Dartmouth Osborne, Hugh Fair, Pokey Calhoun, Tony Haig. Here they come. They're off in Pure Smoke, quickly goes to the top. Mark's Chip up on the inside, racing for the lead. And they're neck and neck as they spring into the turn, but Pure Smoke moves out now a length. Then Mark's Chip is racing a second. Pokey Calhoun drives on to third. Bright and Toots is racing a fourth, and it's up the backstretch. Racing on to the quarter. Pure Smoke is out, leading now by 2.5. Then Mark Chip closing the gap second. Pokey Calhoun, Brighton, Toot, Tower Hill, Phil. That is Profit Taking, a Lonesome Bound. Dartmouth Osborne is the trailer. They were by that opening quarter in 30 3/5 in the round the top turn. Pure Smoke out number 2. Mark Chip racing is second. We go back 10 lengths to the rest. Pokey Calhoun is third. Brighton Toot moving a fourth on the outside. Then it is a Tower Hill Phil, Lonesome Bound, Profit Taking, and Dartmouth Osborne trailing, and Pure Smoke leads by 2 as he comes to the half at Mark Chip. Racing is second. Brighton Toot is third. They were by that half in 102 and 2, and into the turn they race on to the 5/8. Pure Smoke out by 2. Mark Chip racing second. Then we go back to 6 lengths. Brighton Toot is third. Then Tower Hill Phil is fourth. Lonesome Bound racing a fifth. Dartmouth Osborne going to sixth. Then it is Pokey Calhoun and Profit Taking as they go to the 3/4. Pacing on top, it is Mark Chip now. Pure Smoke racing second. Mark Chip moving out now by 2.5. 1:35 and 4 by the 3/4 and into the top turn. Mark Chip. Pure Smoke is second. Dartmouth Osborne a strong third. Then Lonesome Bound is fourth. Tower Hill Phil racing a fifth. They come swinging for home. It is Mark Chip and Dartmouth Osborne driving a second. Lonesome Bound comes to third. Pure Smoke is spent racing fourth, but it is going to be Mark Chip all along. It is Mark Chip as they come to the line, and here they are. Mark Chip, then Dartmouth Osborne, then Lonesome Bound, Tower Hill Phil, and the time for the mile, 2:09. And parading now, the winner of the 4th race, number 1, Mark Chip. They facing colt 3 by Knightley Blue Chip from Terry's Charm. Owned and trained by Colin Chisholm of St. John with Tom Mason driving. The colt gets his first lifetime win, breaks his maiden, gets a record of 2:09. Shuttle, the 4th race official, Mark Chip, your race winner. Brighton Toot, 7th. Pure Smoke was 5th. Tower Hill Phil was 4th. Profit Taking 8th. Lonesome Bound was 3rd. Dartmouth Osborne 2nd. Pokey Calhoun was 6th, and the time's a 1:30 and 3/5. The half was in 1:02 and 2. 3/4 1:35 and 4. Mile 2:09. Now we're all set for the 5th race. A field of 6 approaching the top of the stretch. Tom Mason, Brother Links and Gary Vincent, Automite Irish, Ivan Davies. Flag Sundance with Gil Barrio, Vision of Sin and Wally Hennessy. Dash Your Star with Colleen Clancy, Flash Lobo, John Davidson. Gas Gotta Go with Jody Hennessy. The trailer is Cherry Twist with Rod Gokan. Here they come. They're off battling for the lead, getting out of there, and the leader in between horses is Automite Irish. Brother Links is on the inside, back on top again. Brother Links and Automite Irish battling neck and neck, and Flag Sundance goes to 3rd. Bendigo Skippers racing 4th. They're neck and neck as they go up the backstretch onto the quarter. On the rail, Brother Links. On the outside, Automite Irish. Flag Sundance racing 3rd. Bendigo Skipper is 4th. That is Dash's Jaw. Gas Gotta Go up on the outside. Cherry Twist, Blythe Lobo. Vision of Sin is the trailer. And favored by 31 and 4. Around the top turn, Brother Links in command, a length to the quarter. Automite Irish now 2nd on the rail. Flag Sundance is racing 3rd. Bendigo Skipper 4th. Gas Gotta Go comes to 5th. Dash's Jaw is on the rail. Blythe Lobo, Cherry Twist, Vision of Sin. Through the stretch, they come racing to the half, and Brother Links goes away. Has the lead now, a length to the quarter. Automite Irish 2nd. Flag Sundance racing 3rd. Bendigo Skipper going up on the inside is 4th. Gas Gotta Go 5th on the outside. Then it's Dash's Jaw, Blythe Lobo, Cherry Twist, Vision of Sin. And they were by the half and 5 and 1. Around the turn, they go to the 5/8. The leader, Brother Links, and that's Flag Sundance. Rushing up on the outside second. He slaps down the leader. Flag Sundance winging a 4, and he goes on top. Flag Sundance by a head. Brother Links racing 2nd. Automite Irish 3rd. Bendigo Skipper moving fourth. Dasher Stall going up on the inside fifth. Vision of Sin way wide and racing on. Vision of Sin is now fifth, is now fourth, is now third. 138 and 1 by the three-quarters. It is Flag Sundance with Vision of Sin driving hard second. Brother Links is third. Ultimate Irish fourth. At the head of the lane, it is Flag Sundance. Vision of Sin is coming on. Flag Sundance on the inside. Vision of Sin coming up on the outside. Now they're neck and now. Vision of Sin at the line. Vision of Sin, Flag Sundance. Then Dash to Stall and Jerry Twist was fourth. And the time for the mile, 2:09 and 3. And parading now the unofficial footer of the ninth race, number 5, Vision of Sin. Bob Pacing gelding, 13 years for Dutchman, from my apologies. On to Cecil Murphy of Halifax, trained by Freddie Charlton. Wally Hennessy driving, your unofficial footer, 2:09 and 3. The result of the ninth race, now official. Bendigo Skipper was 8th. Brother Link, 5th. Ultimate Irish, 6th. Flag Sundance was 2nd. Vision of Sin, your race winner. Dasher's Doll was 3rd. Blythe Lobo, 9th. Gaff's Gotta Go was 7th. And Cherry Twist was 4th. Times a quarter, 34 and 4. A half 105 at 1. Three-quarters, 138 and 1. The mile, 2:09 and 3. Good race approaching top of the stretch. 9 starters. Meadows Shadow, Mark Collett. Camp Pyro, Lonnie Stokes. Jeff Down with Steve Downey. Power on Brian Moore. AC's Peter with Wayne Sprague. PH Pacer Stan Nelson. Island Falcon with Charlie Ross. Crafty Star Rod Gogan. Billy Flirt with Ivan Davies. Here they come. There off in AC's Peter goes to the top on the outside, but working up on the inside goes Camp Pyro, and in between horses Jeff Down. They're 3 wide around the turn, and Camp Pyro's off stride. Scattering the field, but the trailer's over okay. But now Meadows Shadow off stride and just caught quickly. Up the backstretch going to the quarter. AC's Peter is out now by 2. Jeff Down racing is 2nd. Island Falcon has 3rd. Crafty Star racing 4th. Camp Pyro is 5th on the rail. Meadows Shadow going up in between horses. Outside PH Pacer. Then it's Power On. And the trailer is Billy's Flirt, 31 and 2 by the opening quarter, when AC's Peter is out now but 5 lengths. Jeff Down racing is 2nd. Island Falcon has 3rd. They're by the 3/8 now and on through the stretch. Here they come. They're racing to the half. AC's Peter shows the way. Jeff Down is 2nd. Here comes Island Falcon out from 3rd. Moving behind him 4th on the outside. It's Meadows Shadow. Crafty Star is 5th. Then it's PH Pacer, Camp Pyro. Billy Flirt going up on the inside, and Power On trails on the outside 3 wide as they go by with half and 3 and 2. Round the turn, they go to the 5/8. The leader AC's Peter. Island Falcon at his wheel challenging 2nd. Jeff Down his 3rd. Meadows Shadows out racing on the 4th. Crafty Star, PH Pacer, Billy's Flirt, Camp Pyro, and Power On. As they go to the 3/4, the 2 leaders are neck and neck. AC's Peter and Island Falcon. Then Jeff Down and Meadows Shadow are neck and neck. And third by the 3/4, 136 and 2 and around the top turn. Island Falcon now by 2. AC's Peter 2nd. Jeff Down. Then Meadows Shadow. PH Pacer on the extreme outside. Springing for home, it is Island Falcon with the lead. Jeff Down has come to 2nd. Now it's coming on. Island Falcon, Jeff Down, PH Pacer, and Camp Pyro on the outside. Now Jeff Down, and here they are to the wire. They're tight. Looks like maybe Jeff Down and Island Falcon. And close for 3rd and 4th. Too tight to call. The time for the mile, 2:09. And parading now the unofficial footer of the 2nd race, number 3, Jeff Down. The Brown Pacing short, he's 3 years. He's by Major League out of Wendy Time. Owned by Milton Downey of St. John, trained by Steve Mason. Steve Downey driving. Your unofficial footer in 2:09. Now the result of the 2nd race, official. Meadows Shadow, 8th. Champ Pyro, fourth. Jeff down, your race winner. Power on, the sixth. AC's Peter, seventh. PH Pacer was third. Island Falcon, second. Crafty Star, ninth. Billy's Flirt was fifth. Times quarter 31 and 2, the half 103 and 2. 3/4 136 and 2, and the mile in 209. We're all set now for the seventh race. 9 starters approaching top of the stretch. Freddie Dream, Tom Nixon. Dainty Dive, Jody Hennessy. Sis Speed Babe with Ivan Davies. Offshore Oil with John Davidson. Island Hooter, Charlie Ross. Ben Dillon, Don Bickford. Mormac Doris with Colleen Clancy. High Fly with Wally Hennessy. Asian Senator Joe Barrio. Here they come. Clear off, Freddie Dream pacing and top from the outside. Island Hooter driving on wings for it. Sis Speed Babe is third. Then Asian Senator up on the inside, racing on to third. Round the turn, Freddie Dream and Island Hooter. Up from the outside, he goes on, racing second. Wings forward, he takes the lead. Island Hooter on top now. Freddie Dream racing second. Asian Senator third. Sis Speed Babe Parks, he's racing fourth. Then Dainty Dive is fifth. Then Dillon drives up on the outside, sixth. Then it's Offshore Oil, High Fly. Mormac Doris is the trailer as they race on by the quarter. They were by the opening quarter in 32 and 2, and around the top turn, Island Hooter a length. Then Freddie Dream up tight second. Asian Senator third. Sis Speed Babe is fourth. Then Dillon drives up to fifth. Then it's his Dainty Dive, Offshore Oil, High Fly. Mormac Doris trailing and through the stretch they come. They're racing through the hump. Island Hooter shows the way. Freddie Dream is second. Asian Senator and Then Dillon front. Then it's his Speed Babe, Offshore Oil. Dainty Dive, High Fly. Mormac Doris. The half was in 4 and 3. Round the turn, they drive on now to the 5/8. Island Hooter in command. Then Dillon goes up from the outside, gets the second. Now he's lapped on the leader. They're by the 5/8. On up the backstretch, racing for the 3/4. Island Hooter and Ben Dillon, they're battling neck and neck. Then on the rail, Freddie Dream is racing third. On the outside, hanging fourth, Offshore Oil, Asian Senator, High Fly. Dainty Dive, Sis Speed Babe, 137. By the 3/4 now and into the top turn, Island Hooter. Freddie Dream up tight second, looks for room. Ben Dillon is hanging third. Asian Senator fourth, and Offshore Oil swings wide fifth. Outside of her comes High Fly. Swinging for home, Island Hooter. Freddie Dream on the outside. Offshore Oil is coming on. So is High Fly on the extreme outside. Three of them neck and neck. But it looks like Island Hooter it is. Island Hooter, Offshore Oil, High Fly, and Freddie Dream gets fourth. Now the time for the mile, 2:08 and 4. And parading now, the unofficial footer of the seventh race. It's number 5, Island Hooter. A bay pacing 12-3 by critical time from Trina's Hoot. On the Marguerite and Void from Arrowhead River, Prince Edward Island. Trained by Dave Arsenault, Charlie Ross driving. The colt has been out for 6 starts this year, and he's won all 6, pacing this afternoon to his record, 2:08 and 4. And the result of the seventh race, now official. Freddie Dream was 4th. Dainty Dive 5th. Sis Speed Babe was 7th. Offshore Oil 3rd. Island Hooter, your race winner. Ben Dillon was 8th. Mormac Doris 9th. High Fly 2nd. Asian Senator 6th. Times a quarter 32 and 2. The half 104 and 3. 3/4 137. The mile 2:08 and 4. Top of the stretch, Kim and I, Barron, Kim Cameron, Gate Time Judge Ivan Davies, Isaac Character, Gary Vincent, Sharon Power, Mike Doyle, Oliver Homer, Dave Arsenault, Rhett Dudley, Charlie Ross, Glittering Bird, Tony Haig, No Time for Us to Tom Mason, Arowana Hopper, John Davidson. Here they come. Clear of Kim and I, Barron, pacing on top, Gate Time Judge driving second, Isaac Character third, 4 wide, Rhett Dudley racing fourth. Now Arowana Hopper goes up on the inside. He gets through the third. It is Jim Midnight Barron as Gate Time Judge on the outside second. Then Arowana Hoppers on the rail racing third. Isaac Character his fourth. Then Glittering Bird gets up on the outside. She is racing fifth. And Sharon Powers off stride. The time judge now goes to the top. He's the leader up by a length. Now Gemini Baron is second. Arowana Hopper is the third. Red quarter 32. Oliver Homer's rushing up on the outside, going on from fourth. Isaac Character fifth. Then it's Glittering Bird, Reb Dudley. No time for Losa. Sharon Power trails far back. They spring by the 3/8. Here they come. They're driving to the half. Up front it is Gage Time Judge, and here comes Oliver Homer. Winging up on the outside, he comes to second. Gemini Baron his third. Arowana Hopper's racing fourth. Reb Dudley on the move. Gets to fifth. And Isaac Character. Glittering Bird, No Time Pelosa. And Sharon Power trailing. They were by the half and 3, and they swing around the turn. Driving now to the 5/8 Gay Time Judge. Oliver Homer lapped on the leader, challenging his second. Then Gemini Baron is third. Arowana Hopper's on the rail, racing fourth. Reb Dudley outside fifth, going up 3 wide. Then Isaac Character, Glittering Bird, No Time Pelosa, Sharon Power. Neck at neck for the lead, but moving fastest of all. Reb Dudley is 3 wide, and he is third, and he's going for the lead. Into the top turn, the 3/4, 136 and 3. It is Reb Dudley. Gay Time Judge racing second. Oliver Homer. Arowana Hopper comes to third. Oliver Homer's now fourth. Isaac Character fifth. Gemini Baron, Glittering Bird swinging home. It is Reb Dudley. Gay Time Judge. Arowana Hopper. Then Isaac Character coming up on the inside, but it's going to be Reb Dudley at the line. It is Reb Dudley, then Gay Time Judge. Too tight to call for sure between Isaac Character and Arowana Hopper. And the time for the mile, 2:08.1. And parading now, the unofficial winner of the 11th race, it is number 6, Reb Dudley. A bay pacing horse. He is 9 years by Rebel Leader from Dudley Chip Labs. Owned and trained for Prime Real Estate John with Charlie Ross driving. The horse gets his 6th winning trip this season. His fastest winning trip in 2 years this afternoon, 2:08.1. Field of 8, we're approaching the top of the stretch. Dartmouth Osborne with Dr. Hugh Baird. Brighton Toot with Elmore White, Miramichi Flash, and Rodko again. K.M. Lullaby with Ronnie Gass. Profit Taking with Stan Nelson. Pure Smoke, Charlie Ross. Lonesome Bob with Jody Hennessy and Mark Skip with Brian Moore. Here they come. There, off and Pure Small quickly grabs the lead up on the inside. Dartmouth Osborne racing second. K.M. Lullaby driving up third on the outside. Lonesome Bound behind racing on to fourth. Swinging around the turn now and facing to the top. It is K.M. Lullaby, Pure Smoke racing second. Dartmouth Osborne is third. Lonesome Bound racing fourth. Mark Skip going up fifth from the outside. That is Brighton Toot, Miramichi Splash. Profit Taking is the trailer as they go to the quarter. K.M. Lullaby leads a lengthened from third. There goes Dartmouth Osborne. They were by the opening quarter, 32 and 2 and around the top turn. K.M. Lullaby. Dartmouth Osborne outside challenging second. Pure Smoke third on the rail. Lonesome Bound is fourth. Mark Skip is parked racing fifth. That is Brighton Toot, Miramichi Splash, and Profit Taking trailing. They've worked through the stretch now. Coming to the half, K.M. Lullaby, Pure Smoke. Dartmouth Osborne hanging third. Behind him with cover, and Mark Skip now fourth. Then Lonesome Bound is fifth. Miramichi Flash up on the outside. Brighton Toot and Profit Taking trailing. They were by the half and 5 and 2. And around the turn they go. Racing to the 5/8. 4 of them on the fence and 4 of them out and challenging. Up front with the lead still. It is K.M. Lullaby by half a length. Dartmouth Osborne challenging second. Pure Smoke third. Mark Skip outside with cover is fourth. Lonesome Bound looking for room racing fifth. Miramichi Flash up on the outside. Brighton Toot and Profit Taking is trailing as they go to the 3/4. And they're by that marker now, and Dartmouth Osborne takes the lead. It is Dartmouth Osborne racing with a lead of a length, and Mark Skip is now the second. KM Lullaby fading a third. Pure Smoke moving a fourth. Moving behind him and looking for room. It is Lonesome Bound. They are at the head of the lane now, and they spring her home. Dartmouth Osborne, Mark Skip driving a second. Dartmouth Osborne on the inside. Mark Skip coming up on the outside, coming to the top. And the Lonesome Bound coming on, but it's going to be Mark Skip. Here they are at the wire. Mark Skip, Dartmouth Osborne, then Lonesome Bound, and the Pure Smoke was fourth. And the time for the mile to 12 and 2. And parading now, the unofficial footer of the fourth. It is number 8, Mark Skip. They tasting Coffee Street by Nightly Blue Chip from Terry Stern. Owned and trained by Colin Tisson of St. John with Brian Moore driving. Your unofficial footer to 12 and 2.